ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus. One more time. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this moment on this particular post to try one more chance to introduce to you a wonderful way of life, a wonderful way of living life, a way of experiencing life right here, during these days, during these times, in these bodies. And I want to share with you the easiest way to get there. For those of you who are listening to me right now, every last one of you, from the day that you were a kid up to this very moment, you've had one desire, and that is to live your life as if it's in paradise. In other words, all of your dreams are coming true. You are alive, and you've got something about you that's unique, and you just want to let it flow. And the obstacles that have been there are there, and maybe will always be there unless something happens to remove them. And that usually is initiated by the one who's just dying to do what they got to do. And so I'm sure that you who listen to me got something burning inside of you that you want to engage yourselves in. You want to make sure that all of your life living here in this United States of America, you would never have to worry about health care, education, food, clothing, and shelter. That you'd never have to worry about transportation. That you'd have to worry about any of these things essential for survival. And that the infrastructure of this society in which you live would be the most magnificent. It look like Michelangelo and doing it all over the place. And you and I, every last one of you, I'm sure you would just love to be able to travel anywhere in the world at your desire. Come back, get back, and do your thing. Every last one of you. And you know what? That is the way it should be, if that is what would bring you your peace. And in this you have peace and prosperity and freedom. You have joy. Well, this, my friends, just as you feel this way, and what you am I speaking of? I'm not speaking just necessarily of the singular you. I'm also speaking of the 300 million of you. Now, since all of us got the same dream, the same ambition, and we think about achieving it, really experiencing it, it is a very simple matter, ladies and gentlemen, just from where I've just shared with you right here, right now. Up to this point, you can see how it is so easily done. You can see it. But the mystery is the deception that comes. And that deception says what this mission, this place doesn't say. This mission says that your life taken in your own hand causes you to suffer. But your life in the plan gives 300 million people at your disposal to meet your every need, your want, and your desire. That's the master's plan. That's the plan from the one that you can't see, you can't touch, you can't feel. But the evidence, if you try what I'm just sharing with you right now, that will be the evidence of your life. But here is the deception. The deception was, that's not good enough for you. Some of you are better than others. And some of you deserve more than others. These people end up being nationalists. They end up being racist. They end up being bigots. They end up being liars and cheaters and murderers and terrorists. These are the kind of people that says, yes, we want to experience that life that is better than others. We don't like them anyway. And in order to do that, my friend, because the secret of life is that it's for all. But now the secret to following up on this deception is that they have to facilitate and substantiate that deception. They got to deceive not just these people to follow them, but they got to set up some scam to take from you, the rest of you. How can they give more of something they don't have? They got to get it. And how they get it? From those of you who don't have it anymore. From those of you who call yourself poor. They've stolen it. And now how did they do that, you might say? Well, they came over to scam. In the first place, all you had to do was be you. Now, all of a sudden, they got a scam set up where they got a program where indoctrinates you, called the educational system. And they got something in order for any of these things to happen. You can't do nothing without money. So they go and make the money. And then they make sure they have control over where the money goes and what it qualifies to get the money. Who gets the money? Ooh, doesn't that sound like somebody stacking the cards up against you? They got control over everything. And then out of there, and it's not just this government, even though that's what I'm speaking of today, but it's all governments of the earth. So I'm speaking not just to the American people, I'm speaking to all people on the globe. This is the same thing that's happening to you in your area. It's happening to everybody else in their area. It might have a different name, but it's the same game. And the same suffering, and the same lying and all. So, the choice becomes, are you going to continue to follow that foothold? Or, what about changing? Now, if you want to say and think about the foothold or that path that you own, all you got to do is look at some of these other systems of government around the world. That where you're leading is exactly where they are. Study them for a minute. You know, don't wait to get there. Go check them out. Do some research. Find out what kind of system it is. What kind of pain and suffering they have to really go through. Not just what they've been told, but you go do your own research. You might not want to go that far, but things are moving fast. So if you're going to do something, you better do it quick. Now, in the end, depending upon whatever happens with humankind, on the path they are on, they will actually create as much hell on earth as they possibly can. World War I was nothing. World War II was nothing. World War III will be something. But it won't take everybody out. It'll take most of y'all out. All of you leaders think y'all got some place to go hide. You ain't got no place to go hide. There will be some people here left, though, to carry on. And they will be poor people. They will be poor people left here to carry on. Not you rich, famous people. And there's nothing against you, but the message to all of you, rich and poor alike, is that you can stop this mess, because when you get down to it, ladies and gentlemen, my sisters and brothers, you can't blame the government can't blame you. Every last one of you are caught into this, and every last one of you empower it to exist. Because every last one of you knows no man owns the earth, no human being owns the earth. I don't care how you try to claim it. Go there and put your flag on the moon and say you own the moon because you put your flag there first. Is that crazy? You can't the same way on the earth. You just can't come down here and say you own the earth. You own nothing. You didn't make it. You didn't own it. And all that the earth is about, it has its purpose. And it serves its purpose well. But you had nothing to do with the putting in the design of it. No, that was something else. You can't claim any of that. You can't claim any of that. in your existence on this earth. You had nothing to do with that. That was designed outside of your input, and even your being here. That's your structure. It was designed all without your input. Didn't need nothing from you. Didn't need your approval on anything. And set it up so that you can continue to exist in all of this. But it just didn't make you stand up there and have mechanics to do the certain thing. You want you to be smart too. Stuck something in your brain, something in your heart, somewhere, wherever that mind is, did something with that. Put a lust in your heart, desire in your heart to be somebody, because you're here. Goodness gracious, to play a part and to live as a creation of the Almighty God. I mean, that was there. And it's still here right here now. But you got to take back your power, tell democracy, tell capitalism, tell socialism, tell all of isms that causes pain and suffering, that causes lying and cheating and stealing and hatred and racism and bigotry. Tell them you're on a new train now, one of peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and the fulfillment of your dreams. Tell them that this is a new you, and you are going to give of yourself to see that this happens. And all you got to do is give your part, and every last one of us giving our parts can keep away any enemy that would try to sneak you up on us in a trip. And as we do this, ladies and gentlemen, as we do this, we begin to unfold the beauty, the true beauty of God, because it is living in us. Now we understand it. We don't have this tool holding us back, trying to pretend like somebody is more important than others, knowing that your duty to yourself is being who you are, and you can't be no more important than that, than who you are to yourself. Hey, baby, when you step outside the ring, you start forsaking yourself. Be you and who you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I took this little time. I really didn't want to come and say to you the things I'm saying to you, because I figured I just said it in the last video. And yet it seemed like I just had to say something to you, because whatever I have said to you up to this point, all of the years, the videos, the CDs, the DVDs, the crime sprees, the trying to get you in court, the jails and the prisons and the street corners, and everything I've ever done to share with you the true message of your liberation and your freedom, all of the sacrifices that have been good, and I say good because I didn't do what I was trying to get you to stop doing, but I can experience what I've been trying to get you to experience, because it takes you for it to happen. And you just going out there doing your own thing after all of these years. And you see that things are getting worse. And you are doctors and lawyers. People say those kind of had to be kind of smart. Engineers, architects, administrators, thinkers, teachers, social workers. I mean, look at it. All that is needed is us. And we are already. And we let somebody trick us. Oh well. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.